Hi everyone. النهارده احنا very blessed to be at the Christ Redeemer Church first festival. We're going to meet lots of servants. هنتعرف على الكنيسة وبقالها قد ايه موجودة وفيها كام families. كمان هنعمل لقاء مع بيشوب أنبا كيرلس وكمان مع أبونا مينا غبريال. فخليكم معانا، هنتعلم حاجات كتير النهارده وهنشوف شباب leaders هيعلمونا ازاي نكون كمان leaders مع أولادنا وفي كنايسنا. خليكم معانا. And we are blessed to have the General Bishop of Education, Bishop Anba Krol. Salam Sayyidina.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, we see the festival outside. It's amazing how important the festivals like these in our Coptic Orthodox Church.
It's very important and part of our service, especially in the outreach for the community. We had been doing these type of celebrations for many years, and each one has its own flavor. This one, I mean, we're blessed to also have the mayor of the city with us, and they've also focused on a multicultural, also to do outreach for the different types of people in the community, and it's a good show and extension of the love and the care for them. And there's also many people who come and ask about the church and about the faith, so it's a good opportunity as well for outreach.
That's amazing. I know it's there is like around 100 families with their kids here in the church. It's a small church with one abuna. What is the future for this church, in your opinion?
So I was telling Abuna today in the church, maybe since the last time I came, the numbers double or triple. So definitely there's a need in this community for, as well as when they start doing more and more outreach. I think they've already outgrown this place, but who knows where the next step for the community.
We are in God's hands, of course. Sayyidina, the future for our, again, Coptic Orthodox Church after the COVID, there is many difference and there is like a lot of changes. What is the plans coming soon from the church?
Well, I think we knew and expected there will always still be some setbacks and some different variants. But thank God, at least I think that the most difficult time as far as we know has passed, and so we do plan to still open, but with caution, and when there is some event or some activities, we still try to minimize the activities but still keep all of the liturgical services and continue and with care and with diligence.
Well, thank you for your presence, Sayyidina. Just a few words for the viewers right now watching us.
Well, we have this time when we're approaching the fast of the Holy Virgin Mary, and I know that this is a special time for us in this year, and we have special fasting and special attention so that we may seek the mercy and the grace of God. Sorry, and that we go continue more and more in the guidance and in the love of our Lord.
Thank you, Sayyidina. Pray for us. ومعنا قدس أبونا مينا غبريال خادم كنيسة Christ Redeemer. Hello, Abuna.
Hi, Mira. How are you?
Fine. Thank you so much for inviting us. It's a very important day. I know it's the first festival. Congratulations. So I know maybe you wanted to do it like last year, but because of the COVID. So tell me the plans for this festival and when you decided to do it that big.
Yes, so the idea of the festival has been on our minds for a long time. We really wanted a way to showcase the church and most importantly to reach out to the community. And of course last year we couldn't reach out to the community, we couldn't do anything. So we've been wanting, and God has really blessed our church with amazing servants. Youth are very dedicated, very active, very passionate for service, and it's self-motivated. They wanted to do this for themselves and for the community, and they didn't want it to be anything just أي كلام or something like يعني not very well done.
You can see the efforts. We all can see the effort.
Thank you. So it's thank God allowed us to have it this year, and it's a blessing for us, and we're hoping to keep it going every year. And this is our first one, so we felt like we have to set the standard. So and thank God it's. Yeah.
Congratulations, it's amazing. What is your dreams for the church and the community in general?
So as you can tell, we're really not in a permanent home here because we're renting from this facility. So our short-term dream is to have a facility of our own. Our long-term goal, which we would like to start now, is to really be part of the community. We don't want to be isolated. We don't want to be.
Do you think you are isolated?
I think we don't feel isolated, but we want to be more than this. We want to be really integrated. And I think His Eminence Metropolitan Serapion and Ambakrolos and all the bishops, they really see the future of the church as being fully integrated into the American society. So we're not isolated, but I think we can be even a lot more integrated. We want to be in every part of the society and not just by ourselves. So this festival is part of trying to integrate. We invited the neighbors. We went door by door to door, invited all the neighbors. We left them little gift bags, said who we are, that we're here, we're renting from this place, but we'd like to be part of your community. We have the mayor here today from our city. And we're trying to think of ways where we can work together with the city that we are currently in, Lakewood, to try to work on projects together, whether it be for women who are abused, neglected, or trafficked and homeless, whatever the need is, we want to be part of that.
Of course, that's amazing. You're thinking about the outside world as well, not just our, Coptic identity. That's amazing, Abuna. Abuna, can you tell your like your people a word or two?
Sure. We're here first and foremost because of the love of Christ for us. And this is why we exist. That's why I'm a priest. That's why the servants are serving. And this is what we want to pass on to others, is that love that we have received and we want to share it with others. So for the viewers, for those in our community, Christ loves us and He loves all of us with a very deep passion, and our job is to extend those to all those who we come in contact with.
Abuna, last and the hardest question. Everyone expecting too much from the priest to lead, but we are like all servants are one in Jesus Christ. How you encourage all the servants in every church to involve in the service?
Yes. The priest can't do everything. As much as we try, it's impossible. So the more the servants are encouraged and come together, if there's an idea or a service that they're willing to do, get the permission and the blessing from the priest, but go ahead and serve. And ask the priest if there's anything that you can do to help. The more hands that join together, the more successful the service will be.
Thank you. God bless you, Abuna. صلي لنا. Merci. Thank you. Everyone, today we are so blessed to be in one of the Coptic Orthodox Church here in Southern California, Lakewood, and today is the first festival, and we have the servant Christine Barhuma Hanna to tell us more about the church and the festival today. How are you, Christina?
Good, thank you. Welcome to the festival. It's our very first festival here at Christ the Redeemer in Lakewood, California. Our church started 3 years ago in February of 2018, and over the course of the 3 years, God has blessed us, and we've grown to about 80 to 100 families so far. We are currently praying in a Jewish synagogue here in Lakewood, California, with the hopes and dreams that one of these days, when God permits, we will have enough money to hopefully find our secure home. This is our very first festival. It's a 2-day festival, yesterday and today, with lots of festivities that we have planned. We have a petting zoo, we have games and arcades, we have multicultural foods. We have Hispanic, we have Greek, we have Egyptian, we have zalepia, we have smoothies. We have a lot of vendors that came to broadcast their work. We've tired and worked very hard for this festival, and we hope everyone here enjoys it. Our church is very, very family oriented, and all of our kids here are enjoying it. All of the adults, young and old, are enjoying it, and we hope you enjoy it too.
That's amazing. Now I know why Mr. Fauzi Gerges chose you to speak, because you're amazing. So tell me about the fathers here. How many fathers do you have?
Currently, we have one priest, Abuna Mina Gabriel. He has been our ordained priest, him and Tosoni Monica and his 3 lovely boys. So we are a one priest parish at the moment, but he is a wonderful father to all of us.
We're 100 family. Hello, Abuna, and thank you for all the service you're doing. Okay, so you said 100 family with their kids, of course.
Of course. I think we have more kids than adults, to be honest. Over the course of the 3 years, we've grown to about 20 services, one of the main ones being Sunday school, and we really, really focus on incorporating Christ in the families and in the homes, and we just show Christ's light to everybody that comes in, and we have open door policy, and we welcome a lot of converts into the church, and we just hope that everybody who comes in feels welcomed.
Of course, I feel welcome anyway, right away. So tell me, you said like 20 kind of different services. One of them Sunday school. I know you guys have a choir, and we're going to see that in a bit. What else you are providing for your newcomers?
We have a Gabby team that every week after liturgy, we always have service with coffee and food and drinks, and we welcome them. We have Coptic Hymns and Harmony that's going to perform soon as a choir. We have different services for the elderly, the Wisdom Well. We have so many services for the young married couples, services that pertain to everybody.
That's amazing. So let me go back a little bit. So you said 100 families with their kids and only one priest. Our mission is to serve everyone. Do you think the servants involved in the service or not?
Yes, every person.
I mean, with the families.
Yes. Every person and every servant here has a mission and has a role. Everybody feels comfortable with what they are serving with, and so together with Abuna, every single servant reaches out to all the families. We have a system where if somebody does not come to church for a week or two, we definitely reach out to them. We acknowledge that their absence was missed and that we missed them, and that we have a very good system on board to keep everybody here inside the church.
That's very encouraging and perfect. God bless you all. Tell me, when we go right now to take the tour in the festival, what we're going to see?
All right. Well, when we start out, we're going to come to the petting zoo for the children, who I'm sure they're going to love right now. And then we're going to make our way out. We're going to go ahead and see the competition, sports, and games. We'll check out a couple of the vendors, and then we'll make our way to the food and the source table.
Thank you so much. You are a perfect representative, and we guys stay tuned. We'll see more stuff right now at the festival, and special thanks for the blessed servant, Mr. Fauzi Gerges, for inviting us today. Stay tuned. And we have the famous champion of Jiu-Jitsu, Mina Ibrahim. Hello, Mina.
Hello, Mira. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting us today. Mina, الفestival outside is very, very nice. أول ما جينا شفناك الكيدز كلهم around you وكان معاك زي مايك كبير جدا and you guide everyone to go their places. So it seems to for you to have a very big role today. Can you tell me what is your role today in the festival?
Yes, absolutely. So today I was responsible for setup and logistics. So anything that had to do with making the festival run smoothly, getting people in place, getting things to start on time, making sure that all the volunteers have what they need. So yeah, so today was just me and another volunteer. We were in charge of the festival setup and logistics. And we were very happy with the turnout. We're very happy with the way everything was set up. We're very satisfied with the organization, and we see people laughing and smiling and very happy. So it makes all of our hard work worth it.
That's amazing. So tell me how long you guys been doing that, trying to do that?
So actually, believe it or not, the CTR Festival, we've been talking about doing it since we started our church, which I'm sure based on other interviews, you know, is a little over 2 years ago. But this is our first annual CTR Festival. And being that it's our first year and it's this much of a success, we're very happy and looking forward to next year and even doing it bigger and better.
I was talking about leadership in our church and how important to teach your kids leadership since they are little. So what is your inputs here?
Absolutely, absolutely. We could only lead by example. When my girls see me doing this, they're going to grow up in the church wanting to do the same. I was here on Friday, the day before the festival. I was here from 8:30 in the morning till about 11 o'clock at night. And then the same thing yesterday and most likely today as well. So when I do this, the kids see me, not only my kids, but the other kids that my friends' kids, the other families that attend the church, they see the older generation putting in the time and the effort and doing it with the Lord's Spirit in heart, and they want to volunteer in the church and help the church grow and help the community grow. So all this is very apparent and the kids notice everything. So when they notice this, obviously it's going to be very important for them to see it and do the same thing when they get older and grow in the community.
So, tell me, you said like you've been 3 days in a row here and you're a busy man, you have your own like life, business, and how important for me to cut everything and focus on the service, the church, the kids, the leadership?
So it's very important, like you can't have your whole life mixed in one jumbled up. Like I make time for my personal life, family, I have that in one part of my life, and then I have work, and then I have jujitsu, and I have church. I have everything kind of partitioned. So once I carve out time for something, I plan ahead. It's very important. I don't just on a whim say, oh, we're going to set up a festival. No, we've been setting up a festival for 2 to 3 months now. So I knew this time was coming. So I made sure I wasn't going to conflict with work or anything else in my life.
Thank you, Mina, so much. And hopefully we can see you at Ask Mira again.
Thank you, Mira. Please appreciate it.
Thank you. The servant, Dr. Ibrahim Girgis. How are you, Ibrahim?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? Welcome.
Thank you so much. I heard your Arabic is very, very good. Is that true?
My people will say it is not good, but I think I can pass by pretty well. Actually, in Egypt, I was not able to get the ticket, the Egyptian prices, but I'm training so that when I go to Egypt next time, I will be able to speak well to get those prices.
Okay, perfect. And do some bargaining too. Yeah. Okay, tell me, I saw in your t-shirt from the back, there is the Festival for Multicultural. I'm not sure what is it. Can you explain, please?
So it's celebrating really the different cultures that we have here at CTR. So you'll see outside we have...
CTR is?
Christ the Redeemer. So this is our church, Christ the Redeemer Church. So we're celebrating the different cultures that we have here. So you'll see when you go outside, we have a Greek booth. We're very blessed to have some people from the Greek background here, a Mexican booth as well, with great tacos. And so the goal is we don't have necessarily so many different cultures now, but the goal is for the future to include everyone to be a part of this church of all different backgrounds.
I was talking to Dr. Mike Salema, and he told me of course, you guys face some of the challenges. I want to talk to you about generally when we face challenges in our life. What is your tool to fight and win?
When there's challenges, I think it's about your mindset. You can go in and when something adversary hits you, then you could fall back and give up. But here, when we have challenges, we get together, we group up as a team, and we just tackle the situation. And I think the important part is to stay positive. You could look negative and look at the bad side of things, but if you try to stay on the positive side, then it turns out pretty good for the most part.
Amazing. I'm not sure you are a father yet. Are you a father yet?
No, married a year and a half, almost 2 years, to my beautiful wife, Elizabeth. Elizabeth would love you, but no kids yet. It's like our church is full of kids.
I can see that. That's my second question, actually. When we have, kids is very important. It's the future of the church. How we can deal with our kids to make them leaders since they are little?
That is a great question. I think it starts really with the parents. when the parents are really involved, and we do a great job here at our church of becoming leaders and being good examples. Like all the
I
adults,
can see that.
all the adults here, they're very involved in church. Our kids are here 3-4 times a week, and so the parents set a good example for our kids. And so when the parents, when the kids see how involved the parents are with the church, the goal is hopefully that they will be too as well. And so the parents are doing a great job at this church.
We have the Sunday school teacher, Dr. Nancy Girgis. How are you, Nancy?
Good, good. Thank you for coming. We do Sunday school here at Christ the Redeemer Church. We do it on Sundays. And we follow a wonderful program here called Catechesis of the Good Shepherd. And it's a Montessori-based program here with 3 different levels. So we're very proud of that. It teaches the Bible, it teaches the liturgy to the children so that when they grow up and kind of grow out of Sunday school, they find themselves involved in the church and as part of the community. So we focus less on crafts and things like that, but we focus more on teaching them the Orthodox faith through the Bible and through the liturgy. And so what we're finding is that they are more engaged during the liturgy. They recognize the icons. They love to point out what's in the icons and can sit and maybe contemplate a little bit about it. At least that's what I think is happening. Hopefully it is.
That's perfect actually to focus, because we grow up and sometimes we have some like misunderstanding in the Coptic language and all the liturgy, steps and everything. So that's great. So tell me about the festival today and how you organize the kids to be very, they know where they're going and what they do.
So we are a small congregation, so they know that their role in this festival is very important because we don't have so many people to put on such a great festival. So they knew that they had to be involved from the very beginning. And actually they asked on their own, like, what could we do to help raise money for the church? And so they made their own bracelets, they made their own earrings, they did their own crafts, and they have their own booth outside. The older kids worked on a project called Who Wrote the Bible? So they, researched it for a few weeks and they put together a nice board that's outside and they can explain it to you if you'd like.
Sounds fantastic. So for every Sunday school teacher in other churches, what is the message you want to send them right now?
The message I wish to send is that every child has the capacity to know God on their own and that we are just messengers. We are not there to teach them anything, and God is there to teach them. So our role is to provide the right environment for them to hear God's voice. So that means class should be calm, clean, neat, quiet. It should be a contemplative space, a holy space, and not a rowdy space, not a loud space, just filled with beautiful work from the church so that they can see the truth, the goodness, and the beauty that we have in our church.
Thank you so much for the interview, Nancy. Good luck. Thank you. I have one of the servants here, Michael Salema. How are you, Mike?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. It's amazing out there at the festival. Can you tell me how many days or weeks or months it took you to reach till today?
The idea of the festival probably has been going on for years. But in reality, because of COVID and other circumstances, we weren't able to do it until this year. And thank God, by the grace of God, the past few months, we've had several servants, and actually by several servants, I mean almost the entire church has been involved in planning the festival.
Amazing. Any challenges, anything, any stories, funny stories you want to tell us about?
We have many challenges, actually. We had many challenges yesterday, and we have many challenges today. I don't know if I have any. Well, I don't know if it's funny, but we have accidents. We have actually a dunk tank, which is actually incredibly hilarious. If you can go and get some video of that, I'm going to be on a little bit later, where somebody sits on top of the water, and you get to throw baseballs and knock it down, and that person falls into the water. It's actually really funny to watch.
So you can take us on tour after that.
I could take you a personal tour. You can throw the ball at me, I'll fall.
Okay, so can you give me a little bit background about yourself?
Myself, my name is Michael Salama. I was born in Orange County, born and raised my entire life. I grew up at Archangel Michael Church until I got married, and I have 2 kids.
Congratulations,
my wife Jackie and my daughters Sophia and Michaela, and I currently work as a family doctor. and I attend Christ the Redeemer since it started in February 2018.
Yes, amazing. So I need like a thank you words for your friends here in the church. What do you want to tell them?
I want to say that I love every single member of this church as if it was my own family. My mother's, father's, brothers, sisters, all the children are my children. I think our church is unique in that we all feel like we're connected to one another, regardless of race, regardless of age, regardless of background, and everybody works together in collaboration for one goal, which is to glorify God.
That's perfect. God bless you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. And now we have the mayor of City of Lakewood, Mr. Jeff Wood. How are you, sir?
Good. It's a great day to be out here today.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. How important for you to be involved in I know there is lots of culture, not just the Coptic Orthodox Church, but for you to be here, that's very important to us. And I'm sure it's very important to you as well. Can you explain a little bit why we have to engage together to make the community better?
Well, you know, at the end of the day, we are one community, and it's great to really support our local churches and the communities, and this is a great festival because, one, it's the first time this church is doing a festival here in the city. And it's also a great opportunity to learn about the church, learn about different cultures, learn about different areas where people are coming to this church from around the greater LA community.
And you have met our bishop, of course, and the Father Mina and the servants here. How do you feel about the festival and everyone welcomed you today?
Yeah, this is actually my second day. I actually came yesterday as well, and I will tell you, everybody is so friendly that I've met. It's just a great community, and meeting the bishop and father were great, and we look forward to having the church and the members really involved in the community.
Of course. Can you tell us exactly what our role as citizens to make our cities better?
Well, I think there's a lot of ways to get involved. We do things like Volunteer Day. We're going to do a day of service in September where we invite organizations. A lot of churches will participate, where they'll go out and they'll help maybe paint a senior's house or maybe do some light yard work. So I think coming together and serving the community can be done in a lot of ways. Just helping neighbors in need or just participating in some of the great events we have in the city.
Actually, other can benefit from these services. Also, we can benefit. What is our benefit from these services?
Well, we do a lot of things. We do things like we have a Strong Neighborhood Watch program. We're going to be doing a national night out next week where we invite the community to come and engage with our local first responders, our sheriff's department, our fire department, to learn about how they can network with our public safety. So it's an opportunity to learn about our programs and participate in those, and also receive some of the benefits.
For being very active with the service and the community, and hope to see you more. Sorry, do you have any last word for the community?
No, I think thank you for the opportunity to come and to meet the members, and this has been a great day, so thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you so much. أعزائنا المشاهدين اتبسطنا قوي النهارده، اتعلمنا حاجات كتير قوي على كرايست ريديمر. لو تحبوا تزوروا الكنيسة هي موجودة في ليكوود وبيرحبوا بالناس الجديدة. شكرا، ربنا يحافظ عليكم. من سيسات ومن كل التيم بحييكم جدا. ميرا فيكتور.